Spike fam, welcome to another video. I found a small business owner who is doing her thing. She posted a video that I wanted to share with you and just give you some perspective. So I'll include it somewhere in the video here. But what I wanted to preface it by saying is that, so many small business owners are very worried about the impacts of negative reviews or negative feedback, and have a difficult time adjusting to absorbing the information and seeing what they can do to learn and grow from it. And I think she did an excellent job with it. She used it in three ways. She used it to learn and grow for herself. She used it to educate her audience. And she also gained some advocates and support through it without casting blame or disparaging the customer in question, who she didn't name or give any identifying information. So that in itself was great. So I'll include a clip here and then we'll talk about what's on the other side.
Posted a poll on my Instagram story asking if I should do a story time about the first official cancellation I had to do for an audit. I also think it's good to talk about for awareness. The first time I posted about the financial audits that I do, that was in April. I've always referred to it as a financial audit for lack of better terms, but does fit the definition. Even though it's a lot more that I'm doing, going through your finances with a fine-tooth comb, looking for areas of improvement, looking at your pattern of spending, creating a budget that's realistic for you and your family, a debt payoff plan. The form that you fill out also says audit. The instructions and your responses are sent to you via email. May 29th, this person requested it, sent payment. By June 1st, I have not received any documentation from them. So I emailed them just saying, hey, I haven't received your documents. As a reminder, here's the instructions. Here's where to send the documents, as well as the email is in my bio and the link with the instructions if it's lost for any reason. After June 1st, still didn't hear back. 2 weeks go by and almost 3 weeks, no documents. It's definitely a learning experience for me as well. I've updated the form, so now it also asks for your social media handle. So if I can't reach you via email, I can also message you on social media. June 19th, I say see below for the email that I sent on June 1st. I haven't received your documents. If the documents are not received by the end of the day, the order will be canceled and refunded. Did not hear anything back all day. So this morning, June 20th, I promptly refunded the money. If the story ended there, of course, I wouldn't be making this video. To my surprise, within 25 minutes, I heard back from them saying that they did not feel me using the term financial audit was appropriate, even though I've called it nothing but that the entire time. They also felt that I was giving them an ultimatum. If I had heard back from them, I would be happy to prolong that time frame. I'm definitely going to clarify in the future unless I hear back from you. I'm also going to have to follow up more, even though I don't feel the ball is in my court. Moving forward, after 1 week and then after 2 weeks, I'm going to follow up. I don't want to hold on to anyone's money who I can't provide the service for. And I understand things happen, but when I'm also reaching out, communicate with me and let me know what's going on. Either way, it's very rewarding. I love helping people. I look forward to continuing to help people in the future, and this is just a learning experience on what to do or not to do in the future.
So, as you can see from the video, she outlined her process. She outlined her process for everyone to know, what she's doing, the steps she normally takes. She even went as far as to discuss the title of the service that she's giving, why she called it that, and indicated that she's always called it that. I think she said auditing your account or something like that, right? So that was good. She walked through the process. She highlighted things that she learned from the feedback that she got, even though it doesn't seem like she personally thinks it's really necessary. She is taking steps outside of her personal view so that she can be of better service to her customers. And I want that to sit with you a bit. Sometimes things that customers require, need, want seem over the top to us, ridiculous to us. But sometimes we do need to put things in perspective and come out of what is good for us personally and do things that will enable our customers more ease and more clarity. So it is important that step that she took that was outside of her norm. So she is learning, she is changing things to ensure that she doesn't have a repeat problem. And she's explaining the why behind it. That is important, and I want to give her big kudos for that. So that's one. Two, I just want to really big her up for not naming any names. So instead of going in depth and trying to tear down the person. She's just using the situation to her benefit. And I think that is really incredible. Many times, especially on social media, you will see where people are quick to fire back at reviews or feedback that they don't necessarily like, and they want to point out directly who they're talking to, and it becomes very unprofessional. Let's use that word. So she did a good job with that as well. 3, she used the experience to educate her customers. So they learned what she is doing, why she's doing it that way. They learned more about what her processes are. And they were able to understand more. Even she was saying, that whatever name she's calling it, she's actually doing more than that. So people are able to even see more value in what she is doing. So it was really good in that sense. She was able also to connect on a deeper basis with her customers or potential customers, her audience. So that was awesome. And the last thing I wanted to point out, if you were ever to visit her page, I'll leave the link, and you look in those comments, she was able to gain a lot of advocates. She was able to gain a lot of cheerleaders and supporters, people who are rallying around her. And they weren't doing it in a negative way either. And that's really good. So she was able to turn a negative experience for herself into a positive one, right? And that is something that I want you guys to think about. So in her case, yes, she's the one who made the story public, but sometimes you will have people who leave your reviews publicly that are, and what they are saying is not great. But I just want to alert you that people are not dumb, and how you react to what's left there is a part of what influences their perception of you and your business. So it is important how you respond. It's important the details that you give. Your tone is important. All of those things play a role. People are not just out here taking one piece of a story. And remember too that we are in a time where you have more educated customers. People know what's going on. People understand scams. People understand someone just trying to tear down others. So just use the tools. Use the tools in terms of how you respond. We have a reel about that. I think it's on our Instagram page. I'll find it and include it or link it. So yeah, one of the things that we did in the past, we had a webinar about your customer service on social media, and it actually was a big hit. So I think that's something that we'll bring back in some format or another. Let me know if you're interested in it. It was really good, and all the information is still very much relevant now, especially as people promote themselves and their businesses online, and you don't want to make one misstep and kind of set yourself back, although you can come back from it. Another thing I wanted to mention too, I've seen it a lot where, people they post and they're promoting their businesses as you should, and they're talking about their excellent customer experience or services, and you will see a comment totally to the negative, totally contradicting that right there. That's a big red flag, and often I see they just delete it and move on. That's something that you need to address. It doesn't make sense to market something that you do not have. Put yourself in a position to actually deliver the service that you want to be able to benefit from. You want to be able to market. All right. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. See you in the next video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. And I hope this brought you great value. Have a good one. See you next time.